Hello everyone from the Slingshot community around the world. My name is Jason Vega. I am the runner, one of the runners of this channel called Capixaba Slingshot. It's Tyeing Capixaba. I'm here today to talk about this tool that I've been chasing for some time, and I have it for some time now. And my problem is that I didn't find many instructions or more comprehensive instructions about how to use this tool. So it's not a very straightforward tool. Once you learn how to use it and the technique, it becomes very practical and very easy to use. But it requires some sort of explanation. There's a few videos that I saw. I think some of them are from Asia somewhere. It's just people doing it and not explaining much. There is, I think, one video from one guy that I saw. He's explaining, but I think he's explaining in some other foreign language that I don't speak, and I don't think there's much people there that speaks it as well out of his country. So yeah, I decided to do this. I did it in Portuguese, which is my native tongue, and I'm doing it in English as well, so we will be able to share it around the world. I mean, I think it's the main reason, why we're using English to explain how to use this awesome tool, okay? First of all, I would like you guys to share and recognize and subscribe on my channel, the Slingshot, the Capixaba Slingshot, Tyeing Capixaba. And I hope that you guys, if I get some more people from overseas, I'm gonna start to do more videos, more reviews, how we do slingshot in my country, which is Brazil, and just to share the community and the passion for the slingshot around the world. All right, guys, let's start talking about this tool, especially what is the tool, right? What comprehends the tool, right? It looks very simple. When you see it with somebody, you don't say that this is a slingshot tool, but there's some characteristics that makes it unique, okay? First of all, this little handle here is not so little. It has 7.5 centimeters. I wouldn't know how much is this in inches, but you can convert there, all right? So it's pretty big. I have some big hands, so you can see there, it goes from one finger to the other, except for the toe here. Not the toe, the big finger. There is a little gap here, and the most important part of this tool is this gap, okay? I'll try to focus so you have a bigger and nicer viewing of what I'm talking about, okay? I'm not very good with cameras, guys, so bear with me. I'm turning, okay? In some of these tools, I saw that this gap, okay, against my fingernail now you can see, this gap, it's bigger, which makes it easier to use, okay? This one here is shorter, but the technique to use it is quite the same. Got it? Okay. Pros of this is very practical to carry. Normally you'd have one little, hole here, yeah, for you to attach in a key ring like I'm doing here, okay, or put a lanyard, and it's not gonna make it easy to lose. All right, so there's this keyhole. It is when you go somewhere and you want to bring your extra bands with you, and you didn't have time to tie it up, or you're going for a big event that you're gonna spend some more time, and you don't want to carry the bulky sort of tying machines to tie it up, your bands there, you can use this. And back in the time, especially a few years ago, many years ago actually, when I was tying up ties and rubber bands on my slingshots, I use my fingers. So now with this thing here, it makes a little bit easier. All right. The cons is that it's very small, easy to lose, okay, especially if you don't have a lanyard on it. It's not as straightforward as it looks. So when you get it, if you don't get instructions, if you don't develop or practice the technique, it's gonna make your life harder. Okay, and they are slightly different, especially this gap here. So if you are getting one of those, try to get one with a bigger gap. I think it's better. Okay, in the beginning it's better to use. Right, so let's go into it. First of all, okay, I already have my band insert on the pouch. Okay, the pouch hole, so it's already there. Okay, but I think that's no reason to explain that. You're gonna make a little sandwich, okay, with this, the same that you do to tie it up and hold it. Okay, there you go. I like to do it, to use the tool on this side. So I will flick it with my finger. I'm gonna hold the tip on that side, and then we're gonna start using the tool. Okay, the tool, you're gonna use that gap. You're gonna insert that gap in the hole of the pouch, and you're gonna make a little sandwich. Let's switch. I'm gonna switch hands here because my stronger hand is my right hand, so it's easy for me to do this way. All right, there you go. That's what you're gonna have to start, and then it's easy to understand what you're gonna do from now on. But make sure that you hold tight on the other side. This side, on the side of the where is your rubber. Okay, and you're gonna push the tool against the pouch, so you will have more space to use whatever you use to tie up the whole system. Okay, the whole tying usage. And there we go. I like to use this. I like to use this silicone tapes. This one is a little bit cranky now. It has been dried up. I don't store these things properly, so yeah, just bear with me if it breaks a few times, but I think we can do it. I already did the other side, so I think we're gonna be all right. So you come with this part and you join this on the sandwich over there. Okay, I'm gonna explain you later. Actually, I don't need to explain. You're gonna see why I go that further, and then you start to roll it. Do you see the little gap here? This gap, it's important now because the first rounds that you're gonna make, they're gonna go inside that gap. That will make the space between the sandwich and the tool shorter, which is gonna give it a better grip, and then you're gonna have it tied firmly, at least in the first rounds. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds is more than enough, guys, believe me. But some people, well, I like that little tube appearance that you have on the tie up of my bands, but I'm gonna stop from here. You can keep going. You're gonna see that the little gap already, it's a bit overflow, so you can go on the extension of the tool. There's no problem. Look, I already let it go, this part on the back. Not good, but it's all right. At this time, there will be no problems with that. Okay, so the last part, I like to go around the tool. Then you can disconnect from the eye, and you can go around the tool, and then give it a little bit more, rounds. So, sorry, I have to untangle from the rest of my tape on the other side. That's why it's taking a little while. Okay, there you go. Okay, one more round and I'm fine. And then comes the trick, which when you see it on videos that nobody's explaining what they are doing, it seems, that's the magic part. Actually, it's not. It's the easiest part that you don't even need the explanation. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen here. I'm gonna pull the whole structure, which has already been tied up, from the tool. Okay, so that's the movement I'm gonna make. All right, I'm gonna pull it out, and there we go. Like the French say, voila. All right, it's tied, and go anywhere. Okay, it's pretty well tied. Okay, you're gonna be using your slingshot until it breaks, until the tape goes broken. You know, like we see what happens when you use it, and it breaks eventually. Obviously, that's the resistance of the tape. Nothing related to how you tie it up. You know, but this tying up and go anywhere. If you are afraid and you think, I would like to give a little bit more, you know, safety side, okay, you can go around and pick both sides and tie a knot. You know, tie 1 knot, 2 knots, as many knots you want to tie. That's when my tape likes to break, so I'm gonna be extra careful here. Okay, 1, 2, you can tie it up, that's fine. And that's when comes, remember that I told you that I leave more on this part? That's exactly because some people like to give him more knots at the end. So if you do it and you put just a little bit over the tying tape, you just put it a little bit over the tool, and it's gonna be a bit tricky unless you have very small very small fingers, you know, then you're gonna be able to do it. There we go, and it's tied up. Cut whatever you like to cut. And we have a band set tied. All right. Okay, guys, I hope I have been some useful for you. And again, please join, subscribe, you know, you follow my channel, show to your friends from the Slingshot community around the world. I start doing this. I think I have done one more video in English as well, one review from one slingshot, I'm not sure. But anyway, if you like it and you want to see more about slingshots, especially those ones that comes from China, there's a slingshot company that it's in England, I think. It's pretty good as well, and I keep getting some stuff from them, but I don't think they send things for my country anymore. So yeah, any reviews, anything that you would like to send me and show you how to use it, I'm here, and I'll be more than happy to do it in English for you guys, and you know, obviously in Portuguese as well for those who want to learn more in Portuguese from the Slingshot community. Right, guys, that's all for today. Nice to have you in the channel. My name is Veiga again from Tyeing Capixaba. See you next time.